Hello, welcome back. So let us briefly recap the events of the previous vlog. John Taylor has survived medical school already, and he has graduated with a bachelor's degree in neurosurgery and is expected to report for internship at Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland. And at the moment, we see him basically on sign out mode. And he's packing his bags and he's just about to leave campus premises when a fellow student, for those who have been here for a long time, called Daniel, comes in bearing a surprise. It's a letter, the source of which John Taylor has absolutely no idea. Now, for those who would like to know, Boston is the state capital of the Commonwealth state of Massachusetts, as well as the cultural and the financial center of New England region of the United States of America. It's the 24th most populous city in the country with a population of 675,647 people as of 2020. So I'm going to pick up from where we left in the previous vlog. Dear son, I write this in good faith to observe my final wishes. Chakpuli is my name, your dad of the past, of the present, and of the future. In medical terms, you would say without whom you wouldn't have had half of your chromosomes. In my hospital bed at Sanward Park Hospital, ward number 5, Johannesburg, South Africa, I've heard about, from the media, beg your pardon, about your scholarship to Harvard. The newspaper clip with the news of the impossible surgery of the Mays twins of South Africa, for whom you put your career on the edge to save, bears me company. As I toss and turn about my bed, the panic in my doctor's eye betakes a bleak future to which I spare no detail. The tumor in my brain throbs painfully. The clock still ticks, reminding me not for the first time, this world is not anymore my home. Don't get me wrong. Pray, let's bury the hatchet. That way, it's healthy. Even healthier for a dying father. But telling you this, I cannot help. Remember, when a leaf falls from the family tree, it always finds its way back. Your name was not Mot Sirom. Read the 2 and 2 ones front, and like so, you will have Tom Morris. Find your sister, your elder sister Peggy, you will know why. I hear you have a different name altogether these days. John Taylor or something. That's quite a name. Now you know the truth. But whether that sets you free, I'll leave it at that, for I can hardly breathe. John Taylor or Dr. Tom Morris, you decide. You've the freedom to choose. Let me go, for my hands are frail and my eyes are misty. I can't speak. I cannot think, I can't kick, not anymore. The secrets that darken the roads you travel are under joint conspiracy, maliciously addressed to Chan Li's private ear. The STM, that is the Shrine Tango movement, the Russian Brotherhood, and the Gush Eminem are party to the X-Files chain, for which the objects of the conspiracy to destroy the United States of America, Israel and Ukraine have been drawn. In this delightful communication, I sign myself Chakpuli, your loving father. Now, who is this Chan Li? Clearly, my ESP abilities failed me here, For those who have been here for a while, ESP abilities means extrasensory perception abilities. That is, you remember John Taylor is clairvoyant and he's able to see things that nobody else can see. Okay, so let's proceed. The conclusion to this letter plastered a huge vacuum in my mind. My only worry, though, was that as soon as I had enough of it, my memory was back in full sparkle. I'm a trained combat soldier. As I pulled up my sleeves to my Topman badge chart, the following inscriptions appeared on my upper right arm: RXC2346HX, X-Files. In a pathetic calculation, I approached the telephone and dialed. John Taylor, good evening. Taxi to Boston Logan International Airport. Pickup, Harvard Medical School, 107 Avenue, Louis Pasteur. Time, please. 17:45 UTC, I replied. Vanderbilt Hall, 107 Avenue, Louis Pasteur, 17:45 p.m. Direction HMS. Correct? That's right, I replied. Sir, I missed your name. John Taylor. John, it's Raphael Jones. Allow 15 minutes tops. I beg your pardon? I'll pick you up in 15 minutes tops. To whom am I speaking? Raphael Jones, Ridgeway Taxis, NXC. Very well, sir. It was cold and frosty. Being hypothermic, I advanced the dial to the heaters further. I slipped the letter into my trousers pocket and made towards the radio receiver. On I turned it. The signal was WAMC-FM 105.1, the voice of the great Barrington. That took me straight to the kitchen. Good evening, folks. That is the voice from the radio. Good evening, folks. The Massport today joined officials from downtown Bedford to officially open a 3-mile-long highway system located on a 60.75 acre of property at L.H. Hansen Field, while providing civic advantage to the commuter that can now walk from town-owned conservation land in Bedford to Virginia Avenue in Cayman. A primary benefit of the trail system to Massport is to accommodate emergency access to the suburban areas of Boston Logan. A traffic snarl-up will be experienced to Boston Logan International Airport for the better part of the evening as a result. So this was the voice of a guy called Billy Jeans announcing that there will be a traffic snarl-up moving towards the Boston Logan International Airport. So this was the voice of one Mr. Billy Jeans, cool and evidently easy. And in such sublime evenings as these cold and boring ones, I should have found myself in perfect vibe with the aristocratic insight in his tone, but for my synod mood. With the urgency in his voice on this Massport issue this evening, I felt my hopes of arriving, I beg your pardon, at Boston Logan International Airport fly out of my tissues like a flash of light. A glass of scotch, you remember I had gone into the kitchen, a glass of scotch and slithered down on my way from the kitchen and thrust me into magnificent castes of drunkenness with blurred vision. This higher octane of coolness, however, drove me straight into my bedroom. In there, as I parked, I sneaked my eyes behind some dark pair of sunglasses and purchased to challenge my roommate with respect to his trying to be cooler than I seemed to be. Such crazy achievement seemed to have rejuvenated me, By any excuse of ingenuity, I stuck upon it, so that such a news reporter as Mr. Billy James was couldn't have been sane enough to have on board my medical sign-out mode. My packing took about 9 minutes. On the 10th, I slid myself into a brand new black three-piece suit, white executive shirt, black tie, and a black leather shoes, Christian Louboutin Model A designer footwear, trimmed and touched to the bath. In my hands were two large suitcases, one blue and a black one. I motioned back to the living room and perched myself onto the sofa. But that opened drawers of irritating memories in my mind, for as I sat, I saw things, and I saw more of them than was necessary. Off I took my coat and pulled up my sleeves again. On my right upper arm, I channeled my eyes over the inscriptions RXC 234 6HX X-Files. A train of memories erupted. I was who I was, an ex-German combat soldier trained in Vietnam. Boston Logan, commonly known as General Edward Lawrence Logan International Airport, is a world-class international airport serving as the primary airport of New England and the only official parking for the airport. It's located in Boston, Massachusetts, 02128 in the United States of America. Now, before I sign out, we see that John Taylor is awaiting Mr. Jones of Ridgeway Taxis so he can drive him to Boston Logan International Airport. This is his sign out mode. What happens next? Stay tuned. Up until the next video, goodbye.